You're half listening, phone wedged between your shoulder and ear, scrolling through emails. Someone says, "We'll proceed on that basis. Is that okay?" You say okay without thinking. The call moves on. Later you find out that single word didn't just acknowledge the conversation, it legally closed the door behind you. That's the paradox. You thought you were being polite. The law heard consent. The first time it happens, it doesn't feel dramatic. It's a routine call, a supplier, a landlord, HR. They summarize what they believe is agreed. They keep it fast, casual, efficient. You're not signing anything. There's no form, no warning tone, just a soft pause where you're expected to respond. Okay. What follows isn't a decision you made. It's a position you're now in. A few days later, the email arrives. As discussed on our call, the language is firmer than you remember. Costs are locked. Dates are fixed. Responsibilities have names next to them, including yours. You don't remember agreeing to this, but the record says you did. The second scenario feels even smaller. You're on a work call with multiple people. Someone proposes a change, a timeline adjustment, a scope tweak, a handover that wasn't planned. They speak quickly, like it's already settled. Someone asks, "Everyone okay with that?" There's a pause. No one objects. You say okay to keep things moving. Weeks later, when something goes wrong, that moment comes back. Not as a memory, as evidence. Meeting notes, calendar invites, follow-up emails. The assumption solidifies. You weren't consulted. You didn't lead the decision. But you were present. And you didn't resist. In legal terms, that matters, because consent isn't always a signature. Sometimes it's the absence of friction. Sometimes it's not pushing back when the frame has already been set. The third version is quieter still. A recorded customer service call, a bank, a utility provider, a subscription you're trying to change. They read a summary. It's fast, monotone, procedural. They ask if you understand. They ask if you agree. You say okay because the alternative feels awkward, interrupting, asking them to repeat it, slowing everything down. The system moves forward. Later, when you challenge the outcome, you're told the call was clear. Your voice is played back. Your okay sits there, clean and unambiguous, detached from the hesitation you felt when you said it. What's unsettling isn't that the law is harsh, it's that it's literal. It doesn't measure confidence, it doesn't weigh intent, it doesn't care that you were distracted, polite, tired, or trying to be cooperative. It only records that you were given a chance to object, and didn't. Across all these moments, the mechanism is the same. Consent doesn't require enthusiasm. Agreement doesn't require paperwork. And silence in the right context isn't neutral. You didn't actively choose the outcome, but the structure treated your compliance as choice. That's why these moments are so effective. They don't force you. They invite you to keep things easy. No pressure, no threat, just momentum. And the person who gets caught isn't careless or reckless. It's the person who values being reasonable. The one who doesn't want to slow the call, derail the meeting, or sound difficult. The identity you trust, cooperative, efficient, agreeable, is exactly what makes the trap invisible. Because the law doesn't listen for reluctance, it listens for words. And the moment you felt least decisive was the moment you were treated as having decided.